Good afternoon, everyone. One thing that Latanya was saying is that I share things that you don't normally share with someone on the first encounter. Well, my life is an open book, and I've learned that through things that I've gone through, other women are experiencing, and they need to heal from that. And a lot of times we don't heal from it because we don't address it. Talk about hats, I'll talk about masks, because a lot of times we're all in here and we look absolutely beautiful. You all look amazing. But a lot of times we're wearing masks. We're dealing with past hurts, or we haven't dealt with those past hurts. And we're stepping out in life, showing everybody, yes, I have my life all together. Yes, I'm doing this in my business. Yes, my husband or my boo is fine and taking care of me. We are portraying on the outside what we may not be feeling on the inside. But there are some people here now who wear a mask. Because there's a hurt, there's a pain, there's a disappointment, there's a closed door, there's something that's caused you, there's some rejection, or something that has caused you to say, I can't let anyone know that part of me. And I'll tell you how I know that. I'm a nurse and I'm an educator. I was teaching a course at a university about health and wellness. I am teaching the students how to be mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and financially healthy. And the entire time I am living in darkness. I am broken, and if you would have touched me, I would have shattered to pieces. My main goal for that 5-week class was to finish it and end my life. This is how the mind gets so caught up in all of that. My goal was I need to make sure I get my students through this class without them realizing their instructor is fake. Without them realizing that their instructor, the entire time I'm standing up talking and energetic and talking to them, I'm just waiting on week 5 at 10 o'clock so that I can go to my car and carry out my plan. Not God's plan, my plan. So that last night, security actually had to kick us out the building because we were standing there talking because they enjoyed the class and loved my teaching. It's just loved me. And I'm thinking, yeah, you have no idea. I would not be here tomorrow. So I'm walking through the parking lot. The parking lot was a clear reflection of how I felt. It was dark with a flicker of light. And that's exactly how I felt. So I started out my little plan to end my life. That part of the plan wasn't working, so you would have thought I had enough sense to say, okay, Lord, what are we doing here? Well, needless to say, I concocted plan B. Thank God plan B didn't work. Because I'm still here. Because what was trying to take me out wasn't working. So I say that, and I can share more of my story later, but I share that to tell you that a lot of times we are portraying something on the outside when we put a Band-Aid on the wound that needs to breathe. We put a Band-Aid on a wound that we need to go out, or we need to have a life coach, a counselor, a pastor, some prayer, something to get in and dig in that wound and get out that dirt, that hurt, that pain, that rejection, that abusive relationship. We need to get all of that out, but we try to put a Band-Aid on it like it's a paper cut. What you don't address, it's all part of self-care. What you don't address can never be healed. And a lot of times, God will use our pain to help push us toward our purpose. Sometimes we don't want to share our story because we don't want anybody to know. I don't need anybody knowing that I was beat down. I don't need anybody knowing that I used drugs. I don't need anybody knowing that I fornicated, that I had a baby dad. I don't need anybody knowing that I had a miscarriage. I don't need anybody knowing about that abortion I had. And a lot of times this pain, what we don't address, keeps us from being the queen that God designed for us to be. Okay? So identify, once you deal with what's on the inside that's causing you certain pain, then you can be in position to do what God has designed you to do. Okay? You can portray what it is that He wants you to do once you take that mask off. Posture. How did I forget the second word? Posture. Posture is not just how we stand. Now, it is important that we know how to walk into the room. I've had people, somebody sent me a text. I was walking across campus coming from class. When I got back to my office, there was a text message that said, "Why do you walk like that?" Was walking like that, and I get back to my office and I have this text message. "Why do you walk like that?" Well, my first response, and I had somebody at church tell me, "I thought you were stuck up, but you're really kind of fun." I'm like, "I'm fun. That's just the way I walk. I am authentically me." So, my initial response was, because I'm a daughter of the King. As soon as I said that, the Lord corrected me. And I'm like, "What you mean? I am a daughter of the King." "Well, correct me on that response." He said, "No, you walk like that because you spent years being beaten. You have spent time dodging bullets. You have a stab wound in your right arm from deflecting somebody from stabbing you in your heart. You have an iron mark on your left leg, and you've been taken out in the field and beaten with a whip like a slave. You walk like that because you have now been healed, you are restored, and you now no longer allow what somebody tells you about you or says to you or try to do to you to affect how I see you." For years, I walked with my head down because I was beat down and didn't understand my value. So queens, we have to understand our value in order to wear our tiara the way we're designed to wear our tiara. And I can go more into domestic violence, but here's the thing that I do want to say about that. 1 in every 4 women are victims of an abusive relationship. How many of you have teenage daughters? Yeah, I was counting 2. I was counting 2. How many have said? How many of you have teenage daughters? How many of you have teenage sons? Did you know that 1.5 million high school students are affected by a physically abusive relationship every year? If you're not talking to your teenagers, your college students about intimate partner violence or domestic violence, you're missing a conversation that you need to have. Because they won't just come and say, "Mom, XYZ," or "Dad, XYZ." If you want to be nosy about your child, find that out. Because once they're gone, it's too late. When they give them that second chance, I was reading an article the other day. There was a young lady who gave her abuser a second chance. He killed her that day. So once we learn how to portray who God designed us to be, we get in position. Now, position is not just how you walk, it's your character. If you're going to be queen in the kingdom, and we're focusing on self-care, how you react to others, how you respect others, how you respect that leader who's your direct report, even though you don't like their character. Because we know that there are some leaders who are our direct reports, that their character is very poor. But yet still, we have to respect their position, even if we don't like their character. All of that is part of your posture. Are you able to forgive? That's self-care. What words are you saying out of your mouth? That's self-care. Not just about you, but about others. Okay? So do we walk around? Do we answer to, come here, stupid? Come here, ugly. Nobody's responding. Come here, clumsy. Nobody's responding. We have to be careful of the words that we say out of our mouths. Who in here has gone through something or is currently going through something, and you do not, now I'm being transparent right now about the words that you say about yourself? Anybody in here bold enough to be authentically you and be transparent about some of the words that you say about yourself? Tell us some of the words that you say about yourself.
Some of the words that I say about myself, can't pick the right man, can't manage my team that I manage at work, not knowing that I'm doing stuff right. I feel like I'm always doing something wrong, or not doing it right, not enough, not enough for, the people that I'm actually talking to. There's a lot of things that I say.
I want you to get a tiara and put it on your head. Whichever one you want to choose to put on. Now, how many of us have said some of those same words? Now, you have this tiara on. I want you to switch those words. And I want you to say positive things about yourself.
I am beautiful. I am wonderfully made. I manage a full team of 40 recruiters. I'm a business owner. I'm a business owner. I continue to uplift and inspire women all over the world. Right now, I am, as far as a man is concerned, I am working on me. And doing the things that I want to do.
Can I ask why you picked this crown instead of the larger one? Perfect answer. Good answer. Because I wanted to make sure she didn't pick the larger one because she didn't think she was of value for the larger one. Now let me ask this. Would you prefer the larger one, or do you want to stick with that one because it's the one that fits your head? It's up to you. Okay. Now, I had no intention of giving my tiara away today. But I'm going to let you keep that tiara. And since we all have assignments and I didn't know you were given, work to do, I want, my number is 8. 8 is the number of the beginnings. I would like for you to, on a sheet of paper, find 8 positive words that you can write about yourself. I'll give you a few minutes. I want you to write 8 positive words that you can say about yourself. But in order to be a queen in his kingdom and do the things that he has called you to do, we have to say positive things about myself. I am a big component of life. life and death is in the power of the tongue. The things that we say will be the things that we will become. Every last one of us in here has a past. Your past may not be my past, but I'm definitely trying to make sure that your future is not my past. I don't want anyone to go through things that I've gone through. So you have your 8 words. Make a declaration every day to say those positive words. If you wait on somebody or a specific person to support your business, you may be waiting. If you wait on certain people to like your post on social media, you're going to be waiting. There are going to be people in your life that you're going to support that will never support you. They're not going to share a post. They're not going to give out a flyer. They're not going to buy a ticket. But you keep doing what God told you to do, regardless of the support that you get from other people. The reason why Love Yourself Life came about is because I was almost loved to death by the hands of others as well as by my own hands. Alright. So we got potential, we got posture, we want to hit purpose. Your posture will determine and support your position and your potential to prosper for His purpose. Your posture can either support or it can break down. So your posture can determine your position to be able to prosper for His purpose. So what does that mean? How you treat other people, how you show up, whether you spend time rolling on social media. If social media is the first thing you do when you get up in the morning, there is a problem. Your character, your posture, has the ability to influence your potential for His purpose. If your posture is off, if your character is off, being influential for the purpose that He gave you, because His purpose is your purpose. He didn't put those desires for business in your heart for it to just lay to the side. Be you. Unapologetically be you. Or is there a level of fear? How many of us have dealt with fear? Yeah. Is there a level of fear that says, I can't do this? Yes, you may have failed, but you jumped again. People are watching you. They're watching your character on social media. They're watching your character when you go out to different events. Self-care, the things that we say to ourselves, how we show up, where we're going. Every once in a while I do a post about date night. Ladies, how many single ladies in here? I'm gonna raise both of them. Take yourself out. Even if you not do a planned date, even if you're not taking yourself out, going to the grocery store, dress like you get ready to meet a client. I would put on flip-flops, but I guarantee you I have on a cute sundress, or I have on something that is presentable when I go out. Because I always want to be the queen that He desired for me to be. Self-care. Don't downgrade the way you dress to make other people feel comfortable. I don't know who that was for, but don't downgrade who you are to make other people feel comfortable. Be who you are unapologetically. Be the queen that you were designed to be. Move forward and just remember your position. Remember your posture so that you can move forward for your purpose that He has given you. Thank you.